Good evening, people. It's PirateWeasel back at it again in a new week here, entering week 20 of the Black Reliquary run. Let's jump straight into it here. Testing. Oh, thank you for the raid there, Ash. Oh, there we go. Audio's working again. Alright. You're signing off as I'm signing on. Right on cue. How's it going, Ash? Hope you had a good stream. Run is still going, I hope. You probably have an ad, though, right now, so can't expect you to respond. I'm about to take on another veteran boss for the first time. Or no, for the second time, I should say. Or is it the third time? This will be the third time I'm attempting this veteran boss. Samson, hello. Lost 2 of the best soldiers with a bunch of good gear. That sounds bad. But the run is still not lost. Okay. Sounds good. Not a deathless run then, sounds like, but challenging nonetheless, I take it. I will admit that this game has been pretty forgiving to me as far as the deathless part goes. I've had quite a few death's door checks now, although death's door is a bit more forgiving in this game. Okay, let's see. Ooh, repose damage, okay. So, my thoughts, guys, is I am going to take on this boss with a repose this time. I'm going to have 3 different characters that can repose. That way, with the boss's 3 actions, I should be able to cheat a bit of action I can't leave myself. Otherwise, with just 1 action or turn, it's really hard to do enough, as we saw last attempt. Plus, with their ability to shuffle my entire team, I have to have people that can reposition easily. And repose is also a way to get around bad positioning, because I can still get my damage in regardless. Deathless Battle Brothers broke you. Let's see, I am done with Deathless run for a good bit. Okay, fair enough. DD1 Deathless followed by Rimworld Deathless, then DOS 2 Deathless, and then Raft Deathless is enough to last for 12 months. Yeah, I feel you there. I couldn't do what you do as far as jumping into a new game, brand new, and going like Deathless, challenge that no one's done before. I only did the Darkest Dungeon Deathless because I already had like over 1,000 hours on that game. And of course I saw that you were doing it, having only completed the game like twice. And so I was like, yeah, I should be able to do it too then, I guess. But yeah, once I jump into new games, I'll probably just play to my best ability, and then once I die, I may go for some of the challenge attempts. I think it is really hard to do challenge runs if you haven't completed the game to completion at least once, though, right? Okay, so doing dodge and riposte are nice, but there's just no accuracy. I already have fumbling somehow, and that's gonna really kill my riposte damage here. Probably have to go as much accuracy as I can. It is a daylight mission, so I can't use my torchless trinkets here. Basically lost a bunch of runs to knowledge checks. That's what I mean, right? Like, I feel like it's a futile attempt to do a a challenge run on a game that you don't have all the knowledge for. Like in Black Reliquary, I am doing kind of with that, but of course I am pretty familiar with Darkest Dungeon gameplay in general, so it's not as bad. I wouldn't say I've lost games to not. Surprisingly, the runs I've lost in Black Reliquary were not to knowledge checks, I'd say. Of course, I don't know the optimized strategy versus the bosses yet, but I pretty much died to my own fault every time so far. Remember how in Divinity Original Sin 2 I died to a mine trap 4th into the run? Yeah, I don't know that game, but it sounds like it's something that shouldn't happen, I'm guessing. Okay, so for this particular boss, I'm thinking that the Heaven's Hairpin is not enough accuracy. The Enraged on-kill stress heal is going to be relevant for regular battles, but for the boss it's basically useless. The 25% damage is going to be fine. Plus stress on non-killing attack is kind of sucky, but I think we can deal with that. And then I would love to have a little bit of accuracy here. Obviously the boss is very high dodge, and you know, Hellion does not have a whole lot of accuracy options here. Surgical Gloves does give a melee damage debuff in this game. I don't have access to Shady Eye Patch and full Torch Region, so it is kind of iffy here. Of course, I do want to bring the axes for damage, but the problem is I can't go Crit Trinket and this item without sacrificing accuracy. But I'm going to slap this on her for now. Actually, I'd rather this be on Highwayman. I think his damage is a little bit more consistent because he has more consistent repose, and then Grape Shot on the prep round can get a lot of value here. Highwayman does need the most accuracy out of everybody though, so the accuracy stone probably goes on him. I regret selling my second accuracy stone now, because I'm like, why do I need a second common accuracy trinket when I already have like the Shady Eye Patch and all these other things? But now we're coming into a region that's Forced Daylight, and I have no real good second accuracy item. So it could just be Heaven's Hairpin then, honestly. It'll help get to the boss a little bit easier, and it does offer 4 accuracy. And then I need some accuracy on Man-at-Arms. The minus damage is not going to be as bad here. I do feel like I need to farm as many of the, extracts as possible, because it does reduce the boss's damage and crit, if I'm not mistaken. You never sell accuracy trinkets, so I was debating on that. I did need gold. This is kind of a poor run at some points, but it's like, it's a common accuracy trinket. I mean, to be fair, like, accuracy stone is kind of busted in this game, because it's plus 8 accuracy flat, and then that outclasses like a lot of the rare and uncommon trinkets I've been seeing. Honestly, they all have some kind of downside. This is just 8 accuracy, no downside. It's kind of insane. Shady Eye Patch is a common trinket that's 12 accuracy, but it's only for Torchless. But in some regions of this game, it's Forced Daylight, like the Crimson Court. So I never thought it would come up again, but here I am, wishing I had another accuracy trinket. I do have the Perfumer's Needle, so that's accuracy covered for Man-at-Arms, and then I feel like he could utilize I would say it should probably be Stun Amulet for the regular battles, and then he can get some stuns off. Like, Stun Amulet is plus 25% stun chance in this game, which is kind of nutty compared to the base game. Something like, not even Demon's Cauldron or the Violet Sand give you that much stun chance. Minus 3 speed is also not as bad in this game. You have the prep round, and all the speed stats are doubled, so this is really more like minus 1.5 speed. Alright, but yeah, have a good night, Ash. Thanks for the raid. Good luck to your run, and I'll see you around. But yeah, just to pick up where we left off, guys, I do think because I have a plus speed and damage buff event this week, I do want to make use of that buff on Highwayman and Hellion. And then Vestal and Man-at-Arms are religious, so they won't get the buff, but their damage is not as important, and neither is their speed. And I do think that taking Riposte into this boss with a lot of actions is going to really help me free up actions to do damage every turn. Like, I wasn't getting any damage again last attempt. I was just repositioning myself, literally. Billy, hey, think having someone run Janissary Kit would get more action economy and with removing the need for setup for Ripostes. I kind of glossed over that with my eyes, but let me consider it seriously here. So the Axe for 17 isn't something that's relevant here. Can't be guarded debuff, doesn't do anything either. It's mainly just riposte attacks when hit, and then riposte actually 10. You know, not bad for something like Hellion. And then riposte damage, 15% damage here. If I put this on Hellion, then I wouldn't need to use command on her, I guess. And then these trinkets are still... No, so she wouldn't get these trinkets anymore. She does have very high base damage, so having the plus 15% riposte damage alone is pretty cool. And riposte attack when hit... Yeah, you know, I think it's worth playing around with. You're right, Billy. You kind of changed my mind here. I think it is worth playing around with a little bit. The riposte on Vestal and Man-at-Arms don't really do a whole lot. Probably going to swap off Perfumer's Needle when it gets to the boss, because we are getting accuracy with it at the expense of damage. I might keep it on for the boss, actually. I would like to keep the axe on people, though. I guess I just take the max level axe with me this time, an accuracy stone. I guess that's good enough. Plus 8 dodge, no. I could use this instead of the axe, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It depends on how high I can get his crit. I definitely need the accuracy stone to offset fumbling, though. It's already pretty dang bad. Hopefully I can get some kind of Wildlands quirk on him, or heal one of these quirks off with the Curios here. If not for the extracts, I would be using surgical gloves on Man-at-Arms, but I do really want to farm as many extracts as possible for this boss. And then I think I do need the healing, I do need the scouting, so she's okay there. So let's tentatively load out this setup for now. Dodge and riposte. She gets riposte, automatically just need the attack. Yeah, she just needs to not dodge the attack. And then Vestal riposte debuffs dodge, that's true, but I guess if I am taking riposte on Hellion, then I can use command on Vestal. Even though she seems to always miss her riposte and her damage is like abysmal, it could be something, I guess, a little bit of chip damage. Let me see if I can get additional upgrades here, though. If I convert like Lost Tech or something for the jewelry, I think I would prefer... Oh, this is a tough call between armor smithing and weapon smithing. Weapon smithing allows me to rush down the boss faster, but I do get more time to kill the boss potentially with more dodge and armor, or dodge and HP. It's kind of a tough call. I don't even know okay, I can't trade Lost Tech for it either. Let's hold off for a second. Let me check out the other things first. I can't afford any of this stuff if I'm taking the boss this week. Although, let's take a look at the Highwayman's buckle here. The range skills aren't going to be as relevant when going all in the riposte strategy here. The minus 8 dodge is also pretty bad for the boss. But the buff self thing is kind of insane for a boss fight, where it gets full value every single turn. On range attack hit, I do have to hit like pistol shot every single turn to use this on the boss, though. I probably can't consider it just because of the gold this week. Why is this thing locked? I don't know. So you can go here this week. I'm deciding not to take you already. So you're going here for sure. I guess I should have looked at the contraband Freemer's trinkets. No, I couldn't afford anything here anyway. Let's take a look at the roster people. I think I've already taken a look at these people. Vengeful, London Pension, I do not like. I probably haven't looked at these guys yet. These are pretty bad quirks, though. Imposter Syndrome, like, really? Meditator, Coward, wow. I can't break this, like, cycle of getting really bad people on the roster, but maybe the quirks, the good quirks may just be worse in this game, and the bad quirks are worse. So it may look like it's me being unlucky, but also the luck may be skewed against me, possibly. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't have any diseases. Okay. So Let me see how expensive going on this boss would be this week. Definitely need max food, shovels, anti-venom for the boss, max bandages, max cleansing salts, stack of laudanum, all the honing oils I can carry, some keys for stress heal. I need a lot of these, and I need scales also, if I want to be serious about this. Okay, so we're looking at about 2,000 gold left, 20,000 gold to play with. So let's just remember, I need to have 12,000 gold left over here. I do need to get this upgraded though, for sure. I don't really need the mod tox, I guess, except for this is only for the ferry and for some dot decks, side decks, I guess. So I need 165 minus 153, that's 12, okay. And okay, so theory is confirmed. Level 4 mastery and weaponsmithing, armor, and all that can be applied to level 4 people. This was not the case in the base game, where level 3 and level 4 shared a pool for level 3 skills, weapons, and armor. In this game, every time you level up, you have access to different stuff here, which is fair enough. It's pretty intuitive. So we'll get everything we can. And so the only people that can get the level 4 blacksmith upgrades are Barristan and... oh, Barristan, by the way, and the Vestal. So we would go armor in that case, because these characters care more about defense than offense. I don't think I'm ever taking bolster. Is there a possibility of... well, what is this? It's not once per use, so I'm assuming this lasts for 3 rounds. It's kind of reminds me of Antiquarian in that case, except I can use this from any rank, and then it gives minus stress received, but I don't think stacking this for this boss is going to be the most effective. I could be wrong, it could be good, but I can't afford it that well at the moment. I probably just need to heal every single turn for this boss. The boss has 3 actions a turn, and I only get 1 heal a turn. I pretty much have to heal every turn for the most part. Let's go back in here. So 49 minus 30, okay, we need 10 jewelries. That'll get you there, that'll get you there. So we're already looking a bit better, just as stats, accuracy, and other skills go for this boss. Plus, it's less susceptible to shuffles, and we get to cheat action economy a little bit with riposte. So I don't know if I can kill the boss, but I would at least expect to get her down to at least half health, I would imagine, if not being able to beat her this time. I do have hopes to beat her, but I'm just being realistic here. It is kind of just a kind of winging it kind of deal. I'm taking the best team I can this week that are with my veteran characters available to make use of this rare quest for 10% damage and additional speed. Let's go and see. Okay, so Bounty Hunter definitely needs a stress heal, then the Amber Den because he has Tippler. And then let's see what quirks are the emergencies. Diurnal, I think that's an emergency. What's untalented? Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, by far the biggest emergency to get off is Diurnal here. And then these are both fine to keep. There's no diseases. Okay, we're good there. Let's put some people over here. He's healing 15 stress right now. Okay, excuse you. There's no way I can afford any side decks right now, but let me see what I'm working towards as far as the pig pen I think I wanted. More jewelry, okay. If I hit up the treasury, or no, what region is the jewelry? Probably the caverns, I imagine. That's amber, never mind. So, it's still the treasury. Why are you poor? Well, I don't have my favorite bank strategy in this game, unfortunately. And I have been retreating missions. Whenever you retreat a mission in this game, you're like auto-poor, because you're always kind of banking on the rewards you get from the following week. And that was true in the base game too. Having to retreat a mission kind of just meant you were poor the week after. Oh, okay, I'm too poor already to even like really do everything I wanted to. I said I needed 1200 gold. I'm already kind of below that now. So let's hope I have all the camp skills I need. I probably do. Yeah, so I'm good on camp skills at least, so I just have to sell some trinkets to make this work here. But let's get our skills in order first. Am I at a high enough level where Wicked Slice can kind of take the place of Open Vein? It's only a difference of 5 accuracy. I'm getting 7% crit, which is 5% more crit and 25% more damage. But the bleed for 18 points is still kind of nice. Maybe I'll keep it for now. This is all fine for room battles. We have Wildland Quirks here. The emergency things to heal off are these 2 quirks from Highwayman. Hopefully before the boss we can find something there. This is all fine. We do have to keep in mind we lose Reckless Rage stuff though. I actually have to think about this a little bit more. We do have increased riposte damage here, of course. Oh, and it's free riposte when hits. We are losing access to 25% damage though from Hell's Hairpin. And 5 crit, so that's not insignificant, honestly. That is not an insignificant loss. And plus accuracy, we lose all accuracy, basically. It's not that obvious a choice whether this is worth it or not. Because I can always just hit command on man-at-arms and then... Vestal's riposte damage, because if Helene is taking riposte, then I'm hitting command on Vestal, I guess. And she is doing damage mod minus 50, so she'd be doing like 5 to 10 damage to the boss, if that, because the boss has protection too. It's probably not worth it. I may just be looking at swapping the trinkets back here. Because again, plus 25% damage for the entirety of the fight from Hell's Hairpin, with an additional 5% crit, that's nothing to sneeze at. And then I have 4 accuracy and then some stress healing on the way to the boss, whereas I have no stress healing right now by default. What boss are we doing? The Gun Girl? Yep. I'm just giving it a try. I'm just going to wing it here with the best characters I have available, since I do have the quest. It's giving me 10% damage and speed this week. We have 2 damage dealers that can take advantage of that quest this week. And yeah, I think I'll just hit command done, Hellion. The set, I may try more for the Levantine areas, but I don't think that would be the smartest thing to do. It's not easy to get to the boss, either. Like, I need to prioritize I can make it to the boss at full HP and low enough stress. Okay, gotta start selling some trinkets now. I'm trying to think, is there ever any scenario at all I would ever consider taking 2 inert nodes? And I think the answer is yes, because if I want to take Dot to the Cactinid boss, which is likely going to like steal my teammates just from the description, I do want to make sure I have more Blight penetration in the treasury, because having 1 of these last time was just not enough to stick the Blights. But if this was, they were at 14% lowered Blight resist with just 1 of these. Having 28 should do the trick. So I'm going to keep that for now. Arbel, I said this looks like it could be good. Crest of Honor, it could maybe be good or something. Blessed Seal, probably not. Don't I have something better than that with the Mystic Tomb? I think so. Let's sell this. Tenacity Ring, I feel like... I don't know, I feel like I'm just getting scammed with this trinket when it comes to the Veiled class. Because if you could go above 87% Death Blow resist, this would be the most busted trinket ever for Veiled. But seeing as that's not how it works, I can't see a scenario where I would use this, right? This one's probably also going to go. Actually, it's not bad. She does do debuffs a lot, and all her skills are mystical, so I think I should keep that. Have I considered using the boss trinket? You talk about this set, right? Yeah, Villy brought that up, and I actually had it equipped on her. At first I thought it sounded pretty good, but looking at it now, I think I'm losing too many stats compared to the other trinkets to justify it. It would be good for if it was just the boss, I think I would take this, but because I have a pretty, I don't know, challenging walk to the boss with like bears and stuff, and I don't know. I think I'm losing a bit too much. Let me give it one more think though. Because Repose 10 accuracy is good for, like, yeah, this is a better set for the boss. I just don't know that I can make it to her. I'm losing 25% flat damage from House Hairpin and 5% crit at all times. That's already a big cost. And then 4 accuracy and stress heals. I'm thinking not right now. But let me figure out what to sell first. Let's take a full stack of these. Let's go all in, I guess. Okay, so shovels are covered. Anti-venoms, I think that should be enough. I wish I had more bandages though. Salts, laudanum, all the honing oils that I can carry. 3 keys is fine. I wish I had one more archaeology kit. I wish I could max out my anti-venoms, and I wish I could take another 3 bandages. This one's looking kind of iffy. Oh, this one looks really iffy. I don't even like Shieldbreaker enough. This is not even any accuracy either. -4 speed on top of these conditional buffs. I think I could do better. So with that, I'm completely poor this week. I can't take anything more except for maybe 2 more sensors, which, you know, I guess. More keys for stress heals. Or maybe I want more shovels. No, I think that should be okay. And one more consideration for the set here. These 2 trinkets basically say they do nothing at all times unless she gets hit. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. Especially for the boss. If I'm not hitting command on Hellion to give her riposte, I'm like alternating between like Retribution and maybe Defender on Vestal or something, or whoever needs it. I don't think I'd be actually giving Vestal riposte. I probably just want to get my protection up. Crits receive chance, minus dodge. I think I'd rather just alternate between command and defender. Or my own riposte. I don't know, I still like this for now. Okay, I think we are also... Oh, disease kits. There is disease in this region, but I don't think I can justify taking that slot. I don't have any disease removal either. I think we'll just deal with it. Alright, let's go.
For the wildlanders,
A Warhawk
the
needs
spearhead
time
and
to
the
load her
sword
munitions.
are one and the same.
Good to know.
The Warhawk accepts nothing less than complete dominance. The blood of giants.
The one
flows
thing I
through her
can do
veins,
is
imbuing her with
stun her
unrivaled
and push knock her back with
strength.
Mana
The
Arms
Hawk is a
Rampart from
symbol
the
of the
Levantine
utmost
supplies.
supremacy. Disgrace.
So I'll take like Rampart, I'll take Defender, I'll take Retribution, I'll take Command. And then everyone has abilities to reposition themselves. I don't know I'm taking
These
Breakthrough on
wildlanders
Hellion
are
though.
eager to adopt the Kovrot's weaponry.
It's probably not enough.
Be mindful of the gunpowder.
What the fuck, guys? Really? Really? That's my map for this week? You assholes. Alright, it's not terrible. It's not the best.
This land is ancient and fallen into disrepair.
What is this? Stress heal? This is Virtue buff. I think I need to keep my shovels, honestly. I don't think I can use any of these right now. It's eerily similar to Prophet's Rise, yes, but the stakes are much lower. Because I haven't invested quite as much into this Black Reliquary campaign. I think I like to stick Judgment on the person that's sticking on the board the longest, so the buffs can stick around the most. The Hyena is one of the top priorities for me personally. But Hellion always gets a nice bleed out here. They are getting shuffled randomly right now. I kinda wish he didn't go first here, because I'm gonna waste the first XPA tick. It is minus damage and crits. I feel like the damage from these things always surprises me a little bit. Good dodge. From rank 1 we have Sidewind, which buffs herself, I guess, and an Arsenal Flurry, which I think does random bleed to 3 of my guys, is what that icon means. Which is really weird to me. I wish they just didn't have that confusing mechanic. Just keep it simple, I think. This is a little bit too much. They don't have that much protection, so I think I'll skip the oils here. Flurry works if she's scavenged. It says she has access to that ability right now, I feel like. I think these scavenge just stealths them. Plunder. Yeah, see, Plunder stealths her. If it's the case where she needs a prep move to use one of their abilities, I don't think it would show on the skill list. Because with the archers at least, I only see them have access to their prep moves when they don't have, whatever. I'm wondering if I just want to kill this hyena first. Because the odds of one-shotting this aren't extremely high. On average, this damage is going to, it's 25 damage range, so if we say like 13 damage, then this will do about 38, which would not kill. So I could just kill the hyena for now, which does stress to me. That's a little bit high as far as horror, especially because she's the most stressed person right now. And I think I care more about fearsome yawp. I don't think this guy's gonna yawp me. He might cleave me, and that's fine, I think. Well, let's see. Speed of 3? Why is this guy's speed so low? Oh, because of him. Okay. So let's try to stun both these guys, actually. We'll stun the faster one first, and then we'll stun with Man-at-Arms here. Okay, that works out. No, I really don't want to get disease here. Okay, good. I don't think I need to get rid of the horror. Okay, so our melee skills do have less accuracy because of his quirks, so kind of have the pistol shot here. But I do want to get rid of this one too. In which case I might just bellow a second time, that being the case. 12 to 20, I can't kill this outright though, so maybe I want to set up a 2-turn kill on here. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's pretty much impossible to stun that thing right now. We could either cure the horror or re-expiate. I don't think the horror matters here. Okay, that's actually good for me. Now she can't disease... Oh, wait. Yeah, she can't disease me now, so that's actually good. Wow. That freaking axe, man. I did not expect that to actually do something here, but it did. Alright, we heal the horror off. Let's see if I can get a kill. Oh yeah, we want to get the kill with Man-at-Arms so we can get the extract. We need to farm like a full stack of extracts here.
Another skirmish. Another.
Would love to take the marks, but it's alright. Torch would also increase accuracy for the rest of the fight. I don't know why I want to light torches in the Torchless run though, still. Kind of a stickler. That may change as time goes on, but for now I'll stick to it. Otherwise she used Sidewinders. Well, it's the same with Marrow Cannon on Golem. She kind of needs weapons to toss. Well, it's true that she didn't use that attack. I'll try to be mindful of what she's doing next time. Not that it really changes my gameplay, but it is definitely important to know. This is only for 4 battles. It's not going to last to the boss, so let's give damage to... Highwayman would be a good choice because he's doing Grape Shot Blast round 1. But Hellion really kind of needs that damage boost to one-shot the frontliners with Bleed Out. So I'm kind of iffy here. We have 18 to 32 damage. We have 18 to 35. She spends turn 1 doing Reckless Rage. Highwayman's accuracy is not as high as hers. She has Slugger on top of that. I don't know. It's just damage, I think, too. It's not crits. If it's just flat damage, then I think Grape Shot is not as important. Give 15% damage for 4 panels. I think that's the right choice. This could give us supplies, which is really what I'm looking for. Well, my supplies are full, actually, besides Honing Oil, Laudanum. I guess I'd still worth it. I'm probably not going to backtrack this far. Okay, I think this is new. No, I've seen them before, apparently. They have a lot of protection. I think I should get the oil here. That's not very much horror. Oh, I guess it's primarily the mark. Still. I think I'd like to XP the snake in the back. These two have mark synergy though. Good, stuck on everything. Okay, I do want to enable Rampart, so I'm gonna get my riposte up here. Good. Oh, I forgot how bad this is. Oh my god. I didn't have a choice though, I need a Vestal. Yeah, I don't get the stun either, even... Oh, I guess I didn't have stun amulet, but... I'm not gonna use oil for 3 people left. Wow. That's cool. Okay, whatever. Because the boss doesn't do horror, I don't know. I feel like I should save a lot of them. I can always get Revel value during camp if I just let them get stressed a little bit. We do want to give the kill to Man-at-Arms again. That's what I'm considering here. Oh, I can also heal the horror off the Vestal. So that's pretty cool. Oh, but I don't want this thing to take a turn though. I get a heal off of that. Okay, this kind of works out, and if we can bellow here. I guess that's fine. Refined Amber Dust? I didn't know that was a thing, honestly. Having the disease kit would be nice. Maybe I eat 2 food for the disease kit. I feel like that might be a smart idea. Alright, give me the scalp, please. Trap incoming. I know it. Ha! Because I foretold it, I did not suffer the consequences of the trap. That's exactly what happened. Ooh, hunger check. Do not like that. So we're gonna try to go another hallway or 2 before camp. Okay, I think this is a lot less scary when I have Man-at-Arms to guard. This is minus damage, minus crit.
Strike true. Yes. Yes.
Okay, not bad so far. Oh, hell yeah, man. What the hell? That was nutty. Good. Perfect. Let's try to give the kill to Man-at-Arms. Question is if I want to use one of my 9 bandages here. Who am I using with this? Let's see. Oh, that's actually not good, because now Hellion has nothing to do. Oh, unless... Okay. Wait. The bomb might drop here, so I might need to just kill, honestly, and get the extract. Do I want to heal my team with Divine Comfort, or get the extract is the question. Speed of 7, speed of 6. It's not likely that Vessel gets a turn before Hellion either. But I don't know how the mechanic of the bomb goes. I'm pretty sure it's just going to drop beginning of round 4. And that would be a little bit too much to deal with. So there's at least 2 benefits to just killing with man-at-arms here. I think I'll just do that.
No war cannot crumble. No tree cannot be felled.
Another extract. Still no scout. Come on, Searstone. What I take you for? So, heal or damage buff? I think I wouldn't mind a heal here. Or more stress heal with a shovel. I forget what the heal here is, though. It could be damage, it could be protection or something. Let's do this. It's a guaranteed safe thing. And I think let's use the bandage too. This could give me food. It can also just give me gold, which I don't need. It's not guaranteed to give me food. Let me test for science though. Getting food would be ideal. No food. Okay, I know for next time. I'm not gonna do that. It is already what I guessed.
Aye, step lightly.
Another one? Huh, I don't know actually. I might just camp soon. Might use my first camp, but I think these buffs reset from that, so I don't want to just use up the last. I want to save ideally 3 of these and 3 of these for the boss. It's probably not going to happen already because I want to revel during camp. I think I might just leave this guy alone for now. What was this? Prove of Valor? Okay. I think this just gives me more Valor marks and other loot, so I can always come back here. So let's try to remember if there's a Valor mark guy here. Still no scout for some reason. If I finish this hallway without a hunger check, then I'll camp. I've like never seen him crit Grape Shot Blast. I feel like it's... Maybe I'm wrong. That's what it feels like. Oh, come on, Vestal. That's so bad. If not Pagan, literally my entire team. Yeah, this is going to be a problem during the boss. Well, I guess actually it's not that bad. I thought it was crits received at first, but minus +5 damage taken is not like as bad as crit. Still kind of unnecessary though. I forget how bad this guy is, but let me try to think. Who is more threatening among these two? He's always using Pierce the Ranks, it looks like. You are using... Let's see. You go first, so you use Pierce the Ranks or something. I don't know what you do in the prep round, though. When you're in the back ranks, you can stun me. You guys are both pretty bad. Because you do damage to the entire team, I guess I'll debuff your crit and damage. Yeah, just in time too for that. Perfect. Perfect XP. Okay, I think I care more about you here. This is getting kind of dangerous, though. I know that... Oh, let's see. Iron Grasp. Okay, I misread this. I kind of assumed this was her backtrack skill, but I just completely misread it. That's fine. I might want to keep him alive just for expiate heals. No, that's pretty good. Well...
The body's weaknesses.
So I should be safe from this fight at least. I think I want to Divine Comfort and then stun with Man-at-Arms. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can get another extract too. So I don't know what you're doing in the front ranks, but probably nothing good. You are pretty threatening though. Good. Speed of 14, speed of 1. Let's try to kill you. You're not that threatening though, probably from rank 1, I'm assuming. Okay, that did not trigger the XP heal, because again, I'm stupid when it comes to XP8. I don't know how it works. Speed of 1. I want to get the extract here, so let's do that. Let's hit here. Oh. Oh, good. So... another extract. 2 extracts. Please and thank you. Ah, another hunger check. Fuck me. Okay. I'll try to go one more room without hunger check. This can give me a good quirk. Quirk's already filled up. Damage buff. At the expense of a bandage. Because I'm in a camp soon anyway, I don't think I want to go for these right now, unfortunately. Well, I already said I wasn't going to camp here. But I've already walked past it now, so... Whoops. Okay, I finally got a scout here, it looks like. No crits on Grape Shot, as always. Is there a crit modifier on there? It does say there's a small crit mod. Okay, so this guy is not as threatening now because I do have the disease kit. If he does disease me, then I can get this out of my inventory. You do a lot of stress. I don't like that. You also do stress to my whole team. But you have a speed of -1, so let's go for you first. Okay, that should... Oh, come on. It's not what was supposed to happen. 70 HP, really? I wonder if I just kill the hyena then. No, I would grape shot that next round. $70, 45 stun resist. Good. That's fine. If I kill this with Rampart, then I can pistol shot next turn and get an extract. It's fine. I can cure the horror off someone if I wanted, but it's only 2 points of stress. It's a big heal though. Kind of expecting to see a 108 number there, but I guess we can't be too greedy. Oh, that's new. Minus 30% damage taken permanently. Probably cures bleed and blight. That's not that great.
Listen to the ground.
2.
We must care for one another.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh. Come on, really? Oh, jeez. I really should have gotten that Curio. Maybe I just go for it now, honestly, because I have 2 battles now ahead before I camp. Maybe even 3. If I can get here and complete this battle, if I complete this battle without too much stress, I'll try to wait until here to camp. So I'm actually going to go for this buff then. Or what about this oil, actually? I think, wait a second. Someone remind me, is one of these like range damage, one of these other damage? Either way, it looks like I'm not using the Honios as much right now. Hopefully this doesn't give me like an armor pen buff, which wouldn't be terrible either. I really gotta try to remember. Let's see. All the buffs are gone, so I think I would give this to Hellion. I'd rather keep the bandages for defense, and then if as long as I save a full stack of oil for the boss, I think I should be okay. Get 15% armor piercing, okay. It's not terrible, I guess. It's not what I wanted, but now I know at least. Oh, I should have double checked. Do you have a buff? Oh, okay, he gets dodge and speed for those things. I should have used him. No crit. Maybe you can't crit on the prep round? Crit is... Can I... Okay, I'm stupid. I've literally never registered in my brain this text before. Accuracy is halved and you can't crit. I guess that's fair. Fair enough. Again, I expected to get healing there, but I didn't read it again. It's healing triggered on non-damaging attacks, I'm assuming. On first trigger, on non-killing attack, not for other abilities, okay. It's technically like negative 200% chance to crit. Interesting. I guess it might as well be no crit. I'll use Laudanum if I see stacks more than one thing of horror. This guy's kind of threatening, I feel like, but no one's marked just yet. I do want to get riposte up. I do have a chance of killing this thing. Perfect. That takes some threat off the map here. 70, 55, 40 stun chance. Go for a stun here. I think she is pretty threatening. Or he. Okay, good. That means that she's not in danger of dying to him. Oh, sweet. I think I want to leave this guy alive. Maybe not. Oh, Speed is 0? Okay, no. I do want to give Vestal a chance to heal. I'd rather get that than the 6 extract right now. Okay, doesn't matter. Wow, huge heal. Perfect. Okay, this is what you save Laudanum for. Multiple stacks of horror. But not in her, because she heals her own stress. The hyenas are actually a little bit squishy, which is a little bit counterintuitive based on how they look. That's fine, I guess. I do think this guy's pretty threatening, especially because I have a mark on him already. I'm kind of scared of him, to be honest. Man-at-Arms could potentially die to a bad crit here. But the likelihood with one-shotting is not very high. Well, even my base damage could do the trick, I guess. Oh! Oh my god. That was like just enough to avoid complete disaster here. So let's clear the horror off of Man-at-Arms and heal him, I think. That's the move. Okay, that's fine. 6 points of bleed. I think he's okay. He's probably fine. So now we think that you have access to Arsenal Fury, but that's only from the first 2 ranks. So if I just keep you in rank 3, maybe it's better. Good. Oh, well, now you have access to Arsenal Fury. It's fine, I guess. Maybe I should actually camp here? No, there's a fight ahead. I got a hunger check in this hallway, right? No, it's probably in this hallway. Got a hunger check here, and I also backtracked, so I guess I could camp here. And then use this for a buff. Or I walk backwards after I do the next fight, and then get this buff up. I don't know. 6. Speed of -4. Let's get a big heal in first. Maybe even 2. He dies on his own anyway. Oh. I always forget how XP8 works, and I'm always punished for it. And it's probably just fine. Ooh, okay, I don't have to worry about food if I see that here. Nah, I should have XP'd this one. She does more damage. Good. It's almost like he one-shot him. Oh, the mark didn't stick, so that's good. Fuck yeah.
This day is far from over. Step in good health.
Let's farm our extract. Speed is 0. I should be able to get a little more healing. This has a 10% chance to crit. Okay, good. Good. Cool.
An adequate performance for now. Keep it up.
I think I can camp here then. Let's get a scouting buff up, and then we probably camp one more time before the boss. Otherwise, we could try, like, attempting the boss, and if things are looking bad, retreat, camp, and try again is also an option. At least the missions are going a lot better with this team so far. We haven't run into any Cavarots guys, though. Or the Crusaders that kind of fucked us up the last time, so... We're still not out of the woods yet. But I should camp so I can get more room for this food here. I'm only punished if a new battle spawns here. There's no chance of ambush here.
Togetherness is a
I don't think I need to
rare
revel.
thing in this place.
That would use up 4 of my salts, which is pretty hefty cost. Extreme damage religious, it's only men-at-arms, not worth. Weapons practice is going to be good. Instruction is good. Unclean guns is always good. Then Hellion has her buffs. Let's start with weapons practice. Then we could clean guns on Unparalleled Finesse, or Battle Trance, Sharpened Sphere, and then nothing good really. Chant on Men-at-Arms sounds pretty bad. So I guess Clean Guns on Unparalleled Finesse is the most value out of my camp skills. I could also Hobby on Men-at-Arms if I go for these 2 buffs. 10 accuracy, 20 crit, or 20 damage, 6 crit. How worried am I about Man-at-Arms stress here? Not that worried because I have another camp. This doesn't do anything that... well, the crit is useless on the prep round. The accuracy isn't a big deal either for a Grape Shot Blast in the prep round. This really is going to be more impactful for Pistol Shot, which is going to be really round 3 usually, because round 2 I riposte. And having speed and dodge flat is pretty good. I don't think I'm that worried about stress. I like the crit here. I'll just do this for now. It's gonna be different for the boss though. So since we did that on him, let's get the buff on Hellion then. That's gonna be what? I forget. Ooh. Wait. So it's 15% damage and 5% crit? No, wait, right? The crit is from... Yeah, crit is from weapons practice, so... What is this? Just 10% damage? Yeah, that's fine. And the armor piercing actually lasted. Okay, so buffs don't necessarily reset when you camp. I thought I saw the buffs resetting after camp, like in the base game, but that may not be the case here. Obviously, she still has the armor piercing for one battle, so that definitely changes how I view camps. That's really nice. So I should be able to get to the boss full HP without an issue. That's actually really nice too. Oh my god. That kind of makes up for the accuracy issues I have. Heck, finding this on the boss fight is insane. Kind of makes up for the bad luck of getting this long road to the boss. Yeah, it is, because Bounty Hunter's at death's door. We didn't run into any of the fanatics yet. And I think that we also have upgraded weapons and armor and skills on 2 people. And the team might just be better, honestly. I think I threw that last team together just because it seemed like a good option at the time for the boss, but not necessarily so much for regular battles. I haven't any Mark synergy, even though I had Bounty Hunter. Yeah, I don't know. So we probably can start using extracts every fight, because we can just replenish it with man-at-arms. But we do have an extra slot open too, so I can actually... Having a lot of extracts for the boss would still be good, because she has 3 actions a round, meaning the extract pretty much is once per round. You have to reapply it. Because it's per turn debuff, not per round. So we'll think about it. Don't accidentally will some fanatics in. I'm prepared this time though, because I have Defender and I'm more understanding of how much damage they do. I kind of wasn't expecting how much of a buff they seem to have gotten Veteran, honestly. I think they got a huge glow up as far as what I saw in like the very first mission of the game, right, which was like pretty much an easy fight. But now they can stun. I don't think they could stun you in Apprentice. I do have to be mindful of man-at-arms' HP. This guy seems to have it out for Highwayman. If you've noticed, they always attack the riposted Highwayman turn 2. It's very interesting. This guy has the XP, so I think, yeah, I need to use Iron Swan in the backliner. I don't have that much reach into rank 4 besides these 2. Nice try. Maybe I wanna... no. They could always stun? I see. Just wasn't as big a deal in that because the damage is lower, I assume. That didn't kill? Come on. Speed -1. Okay. Still gonna try to give Man at Arms the kill here. Plus I can heal on the corpse. Ah. Ouch. I saw that coming in my head. Oh, and... fuck, dude. That sucks. Kind of feel like I need to use a bandage here. Along with food. I guess we take the Valor Marks for the Curio people. Yeah, have you guys not gotten an ad yet? Let me see. That's crazy. I'm waiting on my bathroom break here. But for now, onwards.
No challenge is without its barriers, both proverbially and physically.
Oh my god. So, whatever I get off of Highwayman is good. Especially, I have a 50-50 on fumbling right before the boss. Profane would probably be the best one to get rid of, but there's a high chance we get rid of 2 quirks that don't matter. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, okay, great. Makes up for the bad luck we had in the caverns last time we tried. Okay, this is just a curio, it's not a fight. Oh, okay, now we have an ad starting in 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So, what I'm thinking is, we can actually get to the boss with all our buffs, so I think we actually save camp for after we attempt the boss if we don't kill her. I think that makes the most sense to me. I think a full stack of extract should be enough, honestly. Let me use this fight, so I don't get crit as much. Once they do their prep run stuff. Okay, I'll heal that off with Laudanum. I just need to re-up the extract at the end of the fight here. Yep, finally got fumbling off. It's been a long time coming. And right before the boss, too. That's a huge deal when it comes to riposte. Nice. Good. I think I actually want to... Well, this guy is pretty annoying. Perfect. Best of both worlds. Get the extract, and we get this guy out of position to do anything bad. You're not dead yet somehow. 10 speed, 3 speed. Ouch. Okay, there's my extract. Oh, that's a lot of bleed. I did not notice that. Ooh, that's a problem. Probably have to kill you in that case, so I can heal it off with bandage. Or I wait for this. Okay. Okay, that's good too. I do hate to use a bandage when I only have 5, though. Let's actually get rid of the Valor Marks for another extract, maybe. Feels kind of silly, but I do want to maximize my chances of killing the boss. Which may also mean walking off the bleed here. It's probably about 15 damage he's taking. Well. Feels weird, but my priority is the boss, not loot. If I walk away from this dungeon empty-handed as opposed to being the boss, that's going to be the biggest difference between how much gold I take home. Let's give you a proper burial, mate. Oh, you actually have more stress than Man-at-Arms. Okay. Okay, so if we disarm this trap too, Man-at-Arms gets buffs for the boss, so we might just use the Archaeology Kit to guarantee it. BRB, by the way. Okay, and we're back. Okay, I do have 3 archaeology kits, so let's get this to guarantee the trap disarm here. He does need the stress heal too. And he's the one that gets the buffs from this, the last of the boss. Beautiful. I'm actually thinking now I may want to camp here, because if the buffs do stack, the ones from my last camp, then getting double buffs here would be really nice. Plus we can get the riposte buffs in too. And we do have one last battle here, but I don't want to do this battle, backtrack, and then go back, because another battle might spawn. And if that happens, I lose the 8 dodge 4 speed buff for the boss, and the dodge is pretty important. Ambushes are a thing El Barzo, but not in the full daylight region of the Wildlands here. That's the only time when there's no ambush.
Alone we will die. Together we will rise.
Oh, it... Okay, yeah, these are still here. Wait, Highwayman lost his buffs. But maybe that's because I did enough battles. Probably. So I think we want damage and crit. We want tactics to Hellion, probably, because she has the most damage. Dodge wouldn't hurt either. So this is 7. Then we have enough for 5 left over, which is not a lot, unfortunately. We don't want to battle trance though, because she may not be in rank 1 all the time, which gets shuffled. So I think Sharpen Sphere would be super good. Okay, first of all, let's do this. Right now she has 5% crit. Let me pay attention to see if the crit sticks here. Crit, crit, perfect. Tactics, Sharpen Sphere. And then, could either be Hobby or Find Supplies. I think Find Supplies might be the most useful. It was not, but that's fine. Yeah, and the buff stacks, so we're looking pretty good. What's funny is that there's a trinket which prevents ambushes. Yeah, the bounty hunter one I saw. It's okay. I'm trying to think on the way back. We don't need archaeology kit for anything, because the shovel is used for the mammoth, so I might as well use this here. I'm looking for supplies mainly. That was not supplies, but it's okay. So give us food. I'm already full on food. There's no way I... Let's see, let me eat this food first. What am I doing? I don't think I need all that food yet. I think I'm gonna eat 2 food here, and then by the time we get to the boss, we eat all the food we can, get to full HP. This means I toss out these to take this off. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. The mark's stuck, unfortunately, but I don't think he can hit into rank 1. Oh, he can, okay. It's not like Arbla's, where his impaling shot doesn't hit into rank 1. It's kind of unfair, no? Let's debuff your damage then. Fuck yes. She was the most threatening. Okay, not bad. He's probably gonna do his buff here. Oh, sweet. Couldn't get the final extract, but that's fine. 7 extracts should be 7 rounds, and having more is probably not going to make the difference between killing the boss or not. Hope she doesn't have a death or dishonor move. It looks like she did not. Is there anything I can get rid of completely here? Let's see. Keep. Maybe. Okay, keep for the boss. She may disease me. I guess keep. Yeah. Okay, well, it's like boss time, man. It's that time of the year. I can't predict if she's going to do Horde to me or not, otherwise I would throw the Laudanum away. I don't think I'll miss 2 dust here. So these are all staples here. Illumination could be a possibility instead of stun. It gives more damage per 25 torch, interestingly. Doesn't work in rank 4 though. We need pistol shot, we need tracking shot, we need duelist advance, and minus bleed resist combos into Hellion. My repose just does damage here, okay. But I do combo with crits actually, because of the axe here. So let's do that. What does Man-at-Arms repose do? Nothing. Huh. Not everyone has repose effects, huh? Man-at-Arms is taking Defender, Retribution, Command, Hellion. I'm thinking Bleed Out might be too situational here. Probably Wicked Hack, Iron Swan, if it bleeds, Reckless Rage. 6 crit. Let me see. Yeah, these don't have crit. Yeah, I guess giving up effects, debuffs for 4, or, oh, they both have 6 crit. Interesting. I guess that's pretty good. So turn 1, we do tracking shot. Or maybe turn 2 we do... I don't think... Does her post accuracy... Because if she's definitely doing cleave attacks round 1. But I'm thinking that the repose is not going to do anything during the prep round either. So probably turn 1 tracking shot, round 2 repose. I'll probably get command up on Hellion round 1 though. Or just get guard up first. No, let's get repose up so it's ready by turn 2. Yeah. Anyway, so what's the order here? Do I want him in the back or right here? What if we do this and he has more time to go forward? At a certain point, though, he's going to be in rank 1, and he's going to have to like move backward or something if he wants to keep her post up. We do have 2 people that can jump in front of him, though. So I think he's good to start here. He can use Duelist Advance from back here. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah, let's do it up. Reposition for Hellion? I don't think so. I think I can just... Like, the difference between moving her forward 1 and using Breakthrough is, like, not even that big a difference. Because I'm doing, like, minimal damage to her, and I'm taking a damage penalty and a speed penalty on top of that. Like, I feel like I might as well move forward 1 and free up an extra slot for her to use. Because if I take Breakthrough, then I have to give up, like, Wicked Hack, which doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's do it.
A hulking heap of muscle and metal. Gives the
I definitely need to use the extract round 1, because she does start damaging me on round 1, it seems like. This will probably go past 7 rounds though, but I'm still more comfortable doing this first. And then... I guess we do this first. I have to be very mindful of like locking in on my reading comprehension and really understanding what Leech does, what Amber Blight does, and everything else, and what my XP does. There's like, I can't be making mistakes like that at this stage. I just have to read carefully. I don't know if this debuff stacks actually. I might have to test it out, but if that's the case, I might have well just like used it more, like 2 at a time or something. I don't know. Okay, so let's read this carefully. Triggers on friendly skill. Yes. Completes upon triggering 1 time. On completion, Blight Self for 6 points over 3 turns. On completion, heal enemies. So, leeching only applies for 1 trigger. So remember that. It's never going to apply on Highwayman. Round 1, I feel like I want to... I could Divine Comfort round 1, but I think let's start getting Judgment up. Well, let's see how much it heals her for. Heals enemy for 4 points over 3 turns, so if I do trigger it later with Divine Comfort, then it's going to heal her for 12. Would I rather give myself... Well, let's see. What if I want to save XP for later? That's also a consideration. And then the XP heal gets more value. Minus 13% damage and 8% crit. 1 round of this does get wasted in our next move, potentially. Because the crit and damage aren't really a thing in the prep round. But then it means I can't use Divine Comfort next turn, which is fine, I think. Let's do this. Okay, she resisted, that's good. And then this, it's gonna waste it here. I can go for the riposte now. I could also start getting protection up. Or get my own riposte up, but I think doing this here is the best move for now. Okay, her thing is gone by the way, so let's re-up that. I kind of wasted round 1. Next time I would not use that round 1. Honing Oil. Maybe another one of these. It does stack, okay. And I can only use 1 per character. It's not bad. Very good. 15 suffer damage there, by the way. Okay, it's not that bad. Amber Blight, though. Let's read that. Triggers on action. On non-killing attack, debuff self, minus 15% damage, so I can heal that with Salt. And then the friendly target abilities doesn't matter for Highwayman, but I do want to get that off for Vestal. But she is not going to be... Oh, she will be using non-killing attacks, I guess. So, let's see, her bleed resist is 95, so it's not worth going for the bleed, actually. Fuck yes, okay. Already did more damage to her than the last 2 attempts combined. She is going to go for a Talon the Warhawk here to scramble my team. I think that's fine. It doesn't do that much damage, it's mainly the shuffle, and I can get my own riposte up here. The question is, do I want to give myself armor piercing? I think that's... It's looking like the fight might not last that long, so yeah, this is definitely a good idea. Let's get one more round of that on her. I could also riposte Vestal, who will give her a minus dodge debuff. I think that's not as important as just doing this. Okay, Vestal can shuffle all the way to the back. I should probably actually just move her back one here. Because we don't have access to Divine Comfort anyway, we can't Judgment, so we just want to get Hellion back into position. And the Highwayman's kind of screwed here, unfortunately. We'll move him back 2. He still has Riposte, though. That's 3 Riposte. Oh, that gets around Riposte? Okay. I know she does have some anti-Riposte skills. So Talon of the Warhawk doesn't... Okay, so that icon means it doesn't trigger Riposte, but it doesn't break Riposte either, it looks like. Which is good. Okay, so this is Hellion now. Or, sorry, Vestal's turn. 8 points, 8 points. So Divine Comfort's probably going to be best here.
We must care for one another.
Gotta get this. Gotta get this. Might want to get scales up soon. Might even want to re-up the extract. I gotta farm as much extract as possible next time, not just the full stack. Because now that I know that you can stack it. She ignores Riposte entirely? I think she Riposte... No. She triggered Riposte right here, right? Or do none of her attacks do Riposte? All of her attacks do Riposte? Okay, so my entire strategy was doomed from the start. That's funny. I will use scales if I have them, though. If none of her attacks trigger Riposte, that definitely changes things, no? Oh shit, they do. Oh my god, they really thought of everything here. I did not pay enough attention, I guess. That really sucks. My entire strategy is kind of moot here. Okay. That's quite bad for me. There's nothing I can really do here that makes a whole lot of sense. So I might as well keep them where they are in that case. And just see which one does more damage. Good. Suffer. So we have increased damage taken. I guess we have a lot of salts. I might as well use it. No? No, I'd probably save it, actually. Because it's going to trigger... I'm going to trigger leeching here. And plus she has Amber Blight, so she debuffs herself again, I'm assuming. Triggers on action. Yeah, so Amber Blight triggers every round, so there's no point in using that now. good. Okay, this is still looking good, actually, despite my extreme miscalculations, and I can actually get a really... This could be the best Rampart of all time, honestly, if I can get this and prevent the shuffle. That would be absolutely insane. The move chance is pretty high, too. Stun chance is pretty high. Oh my god! Good lord, okay. That's super nice. Minus damage, don't want that. Let's re-up the Owning Oil, maybe even the Scales since this fight is over. If you can't bring Scales with you to the next battle, then... He is guarded though, so... Pistol Shot still has higher crit chance, but this has better base damage. The accuracy is about the same. I think, yeah, better to go for Wicked Slice with the higher base damage than an extra 3% crit chance. It's looking very doable here. Oh my god! These camp buffs, double stacked, are doing a lot of carrying. Okay, Highwayman is guarded here. Hellion is lowest HP. I should probably set up a Divine Grace this turn, and next turn I can Divine Comfort. Wow. Things are going pretty good. Another knockback. Perfect. Don't need the stun even. Might as well scale up now. The guard has fallen off. Oh, I thought that was a wrap. I thought that was it. Guess not. Okay, this is probably it though. Hell yeah! Oh my god. We got her ass. I don't think Mark team could obliterate her because the Mark literally falls off in like one round, and plus she can resist the Mark to begin with. Did I get other mementos? Nope, just the Vestal so far from a vendor in the treasury, I believe. Wow, we actually got her ass. We really applied like 100% of our brain power for this mission, and then we still like overlooked the biggest one of the biggest mechanics she has with the repose ignoring. So it's kind of funny, but things worked out, and I'm quite happy about not having to do this a third time. And we got to make use of the quest too, which is important. Plus 10% damage on our damage dealers was really helpful here. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. And we weren't that close to dying either. I think if not for the scales, we still have been about the same right here. It's a good sign when the scales was not the difference between winning or losing the fight. But the extracts, I think that was like 5-head plays. Even though you lose out on the damage to your man-at-arms, farming extracts in this region is insane, especially with the boss where you can apply like 8 in one. You can literally apply like 24 of these like in 3 rounds. Because you can use 1 per character every round. So in 4 rounds, you can literally use like 24 extracts. You just have to set up the... Like, you pretty much like negate the bosses entirely as long as you farm with the extract person. I might give this like a Hellion or Highwayman in that case even. You can actually like farm probably, what, 3 extracts after a fight? 3 per battle? That's a lot. You could easily get like 24 extracts probably if you have the space for it. But that's also a tall order, is having the space for it all. Marks last for rounds, not turns. Okay, another Reading Comprehension L for me, I guess. That actually makes marks significantly better, whereas I thought they were very much nerfed due to marks being resisted. Wow. Yeah, my knowledge is just like all over the place at all times. I don't see any use for the sensor now, I don't think. Keep. Yeah, debatable, but we might spawn an enemy that requires it. Keep. I gotta take something for this. Probably gonna be the sensor. Could probably get rid of the anti-venom on this curio here. There's not that much blight here. But I could just eat this food. Though, could it work even better with free action from Hexer? Yeah, I was thinking of Hexer actually. Outside of playing this game, I was thinking about this boss, and I was thinking, Hexer is like one of those niche use cases where it could actually like blow the boss up if you nuke her with 3 vials. That's a lot of damage from any rank. I was considering Hexer for a boss like this. Unfortunately, Hexer was not at veteran level. And plus, I think one of my Hexer, I probably dismissed her, but I had a Hexer with Mark's Energy too from Quirk. Yeah, and that was my victory lap. And we healed off the worst quirk ever with that key thing. I'm so happy.
I am sure the previous owner will not mind.
I think we're out of key curios. No, there's more chests, I think. Shovels can be used for the locked chests. I think we passed more of these cactinid guys too. So, do I need the archaeology kits for anything? I don't think so, besides, like, trap disarm at this point. Because over here we need a Valor Mark. I think this was a locked chest, and then we have some cactinid stuff. So I don't think we need this anymore. We just pop that on Man-at-Arms. I think there was a Mammoth Skull we passed, which needs the shovel, and at least one more urn, so I think I have all the curios figured out here. What works better with the Hexer, though? Oh, because she can use another extract? I have no idea. I'm guessing not. I don't think, like, free action resets your turn. I wouldn't be surprised if it worked or it didn't work, honestly. Even my stress is low on these guys. That's always a good sign, too, when you finish the quest with low stress. Okay, I think we still need the shovel, but maybe other stuff is more important. I don't think we need... Oh, okay, we do need the key still. I don't think we need the bandages, though. I don't think we need the salts either, because there is that, that dude, but I'm not doing any more fights here. And I can throw the keys after this.
Secure it and march on. We still have much to do.
And this is the last anti-venom I need. Uh, 30, 30, 30, 30. And once we pass this hallway, we can give the marks to the vendor. Oh, the single mark we have, too. Then throw away the food, and we're all set.
Our cause is righteous, but requires funds.
I guess I could experiment with the dude. Or I just take my 100 gold and leave. Because I'm thinking maybe I try a shovel on that guy and see what happens. I am afraid of getting diseased, and I'm afraid of getting a hunger check right on this tile here, so I think it's worth it, over 100 gold. Let me experiment with the shovel on this guy. Okay, that's what I thought, and that's why I did it on my least stressed character, so even if she got stressed, she's probably going to sit out for 1 or 2 weeks and get back down to, like, very low stress anyway. And this way, I can take out anybody I want, like next week if I wanted to. So, pretty happy.
The cannon is at last silenced and left.
Did I get a hunger check earlier? Forgot. Didn't matter though. Oh, let's see what we got here, by the way. Wildlander. Okay, so all the boss trophies are pretty much good for their own regions. 15% death bleed resist, and then death blow resist. Unfortunately, this is not going to really do anything for... Let's see. I'm trying to think if this could be good for like the Veiled class or something. Unfriendly skill, buff self. Okay, so it's for ranged people only, so it's not going to be for Hexer or for Veiled. 10% damage, unfriendly skill, buff self, range skills, for actually crit for 1 turn. So this is really going to be catered towards Arbalist or Musketeer, it looks like. It's good for both of them, honestly. They both have friendly skills that buff. I don't know that this actually works on anybody else. I can't think of any other character that is ranged and sits in rank 4. And that's good enough for either of them. I mean, it's kind of like the same class that the Matron was. This doesn't matter at all, so I'm glad he got this quirk. And this might need to come off at some point. Nothing that bad, though.
Our journey will be long. A patient leader seldom suffers.
Oh, we actually have a list of bosses here that I didn't notice. Levantine Enchantress, Steelpath Matron, Gastrosaur, Greater Sandworm. Okay, so... Wait. This is Levantine, Wildlands. Okay, this would be for the mines, and this is for the treasury. This is the Alderun boss, right? Yep, okay. I could not be happier with that mission. It feels nice to use like 100% of your brain power and barely come out okay. I think it was especially smart too to save the expiate for after the first round, where the expiate heal. The expiate is doing more things. It's debuffing the boss's damage and crit, and you also get like a divine comfort off of it. Whereas that's kind of wasted on round 1. And then it wastes some of the regeneration she has too, because she was at full health when I triggered the leeching. Okay. Rampart Shield. Oh, wow. So Rampart Shield used to give you stun chance and minus damage. Now this seems kind of nuts, honestly. I don't think you really care about the speed on Man-at-Arms for the most part. You do, kind of, but... well, you compare something like this to, like, Stun Amulet, and you're losing 5% stun skill chance, but you're getting 50% damage, and then you're losing 2 speed. It's kind of a tough... It's not an obvious call. It's like a good trinket, but it's not obviously that much better. Especially if... Oh, it's only Rampart giving plus 50% damage too. It's not all of his abilities like Riposte and Crush. If it's just Rampart damage, I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just have Stun Amulet here. The difference between this and not having this is like... Probably like no more than 5 to 10 damage in Rampart, for the most part. Yeah, it doesn't have move chance like in the base game either. I think hitting the stun with Rampart is way more important than doing more damage with Rampart, so I'm not in a rush to get this. They've been offering beads every time this long veteran quest, and I'm just not that excited by this. For the most part, the way I play... I mean, I guess the disease and symptom resist is the biggest part of this, because I don't want to buy disease kits for the most part. And then I'm always going to have every single one of these items until, like, maybe... No, I pretty much will always have those items at any point in the dungeon. So we're really just looking at 10% net buffs and everything besides the disease and symptom. It's not terrible, but I'm struggling to think who I would actually use that on. It's only for one person. It's not like it's for the whole team. Man-at-Arms would probably be the best candidate, just like how Garlic and the Censor were the best trinkets for him. Or at least he utilized those most in the base game just because he guarded a lot. But I don't find myself guarding with Man-at-Arms as much in this game. But we haven't gotten to champion it either. Looks like it could shine either in hobo runs or at the very end. Yeah. No one is that stressed this week. We didn't get any diseases. Let's take a look at here. This is bad. That's not terrible. This is actually really bad. Steady. It's really bad. Oh, wow. Really bad. Really bad. Well, neutral. Kind of bad. It just seems like I never get a half-decent hero, honestly. I think the good quirks are kind of diluted, and then the bad quirks are much worse than before, is why it seems that way. Could be a mixture of bad luck, though, too. Okay, so we have to decide on... I think first we decide on the quest we want to go on, then we decide who's going where. Healing received at Death's Door is actually pretty good. Plus healing received, you're at below 40. Is also not bad. But for the most part, it's not doing anything. Terrible. Pretty meh, I would say. It's not like her speed is 0 or anything. The speed debuff does hurt. This is like 100% useless. This one is fine. For a boss, this would be more interesting. Like, I could take a combination of Lucky Talisman and her other uncommon trinket, which is stacking minus Sprott, minus crit, and blight chance. Like, a combination of these two trinkets I could see being good on the boss, but otherwise we could just take, like, the axe and crit too. I already have Vestal's thing. Oh, curing... Okay, no, never mind. They do completely different things. You could actually combo this on Vestal. You have both this and her... whatchamacallit. The Memento Trinket. So you offset the healing debuff, kind of, and then you cure Blight, Bleed, and cure stuns. It's not terrible. I might consider going for this. This, I'm still not excited by the risk. It's a pretty high risk to do this, and I'm not in a rush to level people up. I might go for the boss next, or I might think about this boss and try to get a team ready for it. So if I wanted to take a team to this, I think I'd go for the dot team that's not susceptible to my teammates being stolen. It'd be something like Plague Doctor. Again, we'd probably want Vestal, just to keep up with heals. If we take... I mean, I could take Grave Robber and just remove Lunge and pick to the face. Like, I could just equip Poison Darts only and maybe Shadow Fade, and then if she gets stolen, it's not a huge deal. I'm trying to see who would be good Blight. I'd also like to take Flagellant, but if I'm taking a Blight team here, then it makes sense to go all in on Blight. I would take... Well... Abomination's Blight isn't the strongest. Like, ideally I would have 2 Plague Doctors here, honestly, and I would take 2 Celestial Trinkets, and then get all the Blight Pen I need for the Treasury people. As is, though, I might have to go in on the Bleed team, but Bleed attacks do too much damage if they get used against me. Critical Bath guarded by Cactus Mass of an unnervingly pleasant appeal. So what I'm expecting is potentially a stealing mechanic like Siren, and also high prot for sure probably, and then the possibility of damage reflection on top of that. So a low damage Blight team would be perfect here. There is I remember there's a Perfumer trinket that does Blight, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I can find it. This gives Blight to Abomination's Transform mode. But again, I don't want to use Abomination if he might get stolen against me. I think that Jester had like a trinket that gives him Blight. But that's not like that exciting. There's this trinket to convert Flagellant to Blight. That would be perfect for this. All bleed damage is converted to Blight. All bleed debuffs converted to Blight. The thing is, this doesn't like... I think that Blight resist debuff does not apply to this, because it's like it's calculating whether the bleed sticks first with the bleed resist. Which is fine, I guess, because the cactinid enemies don't have high bleed resist. So if I could farm this trinket before the boss, I think that'd be really nice. There is always the problem, though, if Flagellant gets stolen, and then he uses something like Redeem or Reclaim on the boss, and heals like 40% of her HP. That would be really bad. Let's keep looking. Jester, like I thought, apply and hit for... and then you also get... let's see... So I probably apply a Blight and a Bleed with his... Oh, wait a second. On friendly skill, I'm buffing the targets to Blight on hits. Okay. So that still works, kind of. I could take Jester with that. I think he buffs himself, too. Because if you use Battle Ballad, then it should apply to everybody. Plus 20% Blight skill chance, plus 50% Blight amount applied per difficulty. Okay. Minus Blight applied on the AoE skills, not a problem. So this is a good candidate. Jester might be half decent. I just have to prevent myself from, like, getting Finale done. On friendly skill, Blight targets. Okay, that's on my own guy, though. Okay, so... the Flagellant one kind of makes sense. I don't need to take, like... No. All of his, like, low HP moves are pretty risky if used against me. I'll have to think about that. With Siren, it worked because they fought for C and their queen. How would it work with Cactinid? Girls are too hot to not fight for. I don't get it. What's the difference between the sea and, like, cactuses, honestly? I don't see the sexual appeal of the ocean versus cactuses, one or the other. At least cactuses look kind of humanoid, right? Either way, it seems like I can't go for this boss just yet, but I mean, maybe I could. Let me see what I could throw together if I wanted to try it this week. I don't have a Grave Robber at level 3, unfortunately. Man at Arms is always not a terrible choice, because he can just riposte a lot. Who's my rank 1, though? There's some bleed synergy here. Is anything Adjudicator does, like, especially bad for me? The Fear of the Ancients, if she uses it against me, it can go in cooldown, but I can't get stunned, because I'm not going to be Amber Blooding myself, I don't think. I could also take a full Expiate team and see how that works. Or at least Plague Doctor can still find a slot in there. Yeah, so this could be okay too, actually. I don't think it's that devastating if Judicator, Crusader, or Plague Doctor gets stolen. Heroes didn't mind that when they Divine Grace themselves while believing that they belong to the sea. Yeah, I don't really get the the lore aspect you're getting at here. I don't understand the appeal of the ocean. Like, I'm into pirates and nautical stuff and all, but as far as the game mechanic goes, I don't see the difference between the ocean and cactuses. Yeah, this is kind of like the only thing that would excite me this week is giving a try in the boss and getting information, if anything else, if nothing else. This is actually pretty good. I like this combination. Crusader gets this, plus his other one. That seems pretty good. Because he marks himself with Bulwark, and then he's got a lot of cool stuff. On friendly skill, buff target, accuracy, and damage. Interesting. I don't want to reduce anyone's bleed amount applied. But the cactus might heal, too. I'm trying to think if I want to farm extracts here. If so, I might give it to Crusader. Something like this instead. We could forget about Crusader's orders and do something like this. We kind of need the nodes for sure. Kind of need it on 2 people, honestly, for this to really work. Because their blight resist is actually pretty high still. And what is Judicator actually doing in this? He's probably still taking the needle, honestly, like he usually does. And I can swap it off for the boss, maybe. So he's already got accuracy here. Too bad he didn't buy the cactid trinket. I guess Plague Doctor can just take accuracy if nothing else. Or I go in on bleed instead. I don't know. I could also go for a strategy where I guard the damage dealer. Like I take 1 heavy damage dealer and I guard them with man-arms or something. I don't know if I really like that. Melee, mystical, ranged. He's all over the place. It's never just the axe. You know, all the bosses seem to have a lot of actions. Repose is never a bad strategy, except for the Matron, where I think she'd be the unique case where she ignores Riposte. I don't think that the Cactant boss would ignore Riposte, because the Janissary didn't. That should be her unique mechanic. We have 3 characters that expiate. Who else has expiate synergy? I don't think I have anybody else. We have Leper, but I would not want Leper to get stolen, and I would not want to get a huge damage reflection on myself. But otherwise, it would be a nice combo. And plus, I can only look at my level 3 guys. We do have Amber Blight synergy here. What if I take out Vestal? We can Amber Blight, and then we can use Crucify, or Fury of the Ancients. But then this gets diminishing returns on the boss, because it's going to be a long fight, and... yeah. I wish I had one more level 3 that did Blight damage, but I don't. This could be good. Oh, you know what? I think the logic should be with the siren it worked because she was using her song too, right? It's not just like the physical looks; it's also the siren's song. Whereas the Cactus doesn't have any kind of like song associated with the lore that I know of, so I guess it's just a really beautiful plant. Oh, but no, plants give off pheromones, so that would be the equivalent. So you probably have like the siren has a siren song, and then the Alaroon has like probably plant pheromones that attract insects and I guess people. That's my lore explanation for now. I think it's just pheromones, man. Okay, you know what? That's too much thinking for now. I kind of want to call it a night for now. I'll meet back on tomorrow for a bit, so I'll just raid out before the ad kicks in for you guys. I'll do some thinking about this when it comes to mind. But thank you for tuning in, guys, and see you next time. Might be back on tomorrow, and for a little bit on Saturday. We'll see. Peace out.